Hey guys, this is Jeff on the Entrefied podcast tonight. I got a really quick podcast. So it's a quick morning routine, or if you're doing this at night, it'll be about like 5 or 10 minutes is what I'm hoping for. Actually, I'm hoping for about 5. I think this will actually add a lot of value to your life if you'll do this. But this is something I discovered here recently. I've just been kind of going over different routines and different ideas, that people have. And a lot of people will tell you to force yourself to wake up in the morning, put the clock way away from you and all that. But I think you lose motivation by doing that. I really feel like that this has to be something that you want to do, that you kind of crave doing, you look forward to doing. And you might be thinking, well, how do you do that? Well, that's something, I'll be honest with you, it's still something that I'm struggling with because I come off of that a lot of times. I'll be in a habit of doing something and then I come off and I have to come back on. I got a short story that I'll share with you here in a minute maybe, but right now I want to talk to you about this. Do something that you want to do in the morning. If you're trying to wake up early in the morning, you're wanting to wake up early, but then you don't. I think a whole lot of times it comes down to doing something that you want to do in the morning. If you're constantly forcing yourself to do something, you're more than likely you're not going to get much from that. So if you find something you want to do in the morning, some people may say, well, I want to sleep. Well, besides sleep, what could you do just to take some, just some personal time, just where you can relax and take a walk, take some breaths, do something, but this is something that, will build a positive habit, and when you build that positive habit, sometimes it seems like it may be just one thing, but I'm telling you, when you start doing little things better, it's like then you'll do something else. It's like you gain momentum. So even if it's just spending some time with yourself, just waking up, and just getting about yourself, just taking some deep breaths, before the day starts, before you get the hustle and the bustle of the day. It needs to be something that makes you feel better. That's my opinion, and I'm trying that right now. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I've actually been sleeping a little bit later here recently, and I need to get back on track. So sometimes we do that. We fall off. We have to come back on, and do better. But it needs to be something like that. If you feel like you really want to do something, you may get up and actually do it. So maybe you can write down, here's some action points that you can do. Maybe write down a list of the things that you might want to do. Take a walk, just get active in the morning. Maybe you just want to, maybe it's just something you want to get moving. You want to just take a walk, or you want to do some stretches or something like that, or just have some extra time where you can just go out on your porch or something like that. But make a list of the things possibly that you want to do. That's something you might want to consider doing. You need to make sure you're getting enough sleep, because even if you're waking up early, you're getting started with a positive habit, that's going to get you going. You're not rushed in the morning because you've actually got up earlier. You still need to make sure you're getting enough sleep, because if you're not, you're going to wind up feeling bad and you're going to think, I ain't going to continue this. So just know that if you're getting enough sleep, that's really the primary thing right now. Because if you're just forcing yourself to do something you're eventually going to quit, it's not going to last anyway. So you need to make sure you're getting enough sleep. One little thing can help you get momentum in the day. And I know it doesn't seem like that, guys, but I'm telling you, it does. It's like when you start going out to the gym and then you start thinking about eating better, and then you start getting a little bit more exercise in the day. And then you start thinking about, okay, what am I going to do in the gym? It's like those positive habits start stacking on one another. The last thing I want to talk to you about today, and podcast is almost over, guys, because I want to make a quick podcast, something really fast today. It's slow, consistent change over time that makes a difference. So spend time just making slow, consistent moves, guys. I think that's one of the best things that you can do. A lot of times we think we've got to make big moves. We've got to make sure that we're doing great things every day. No, I think it's just the small things that we do consistently. Like I said, I'm going to share a quick story right fast. I today wanted to wake up earlier because I'd been sleeping later. So I actually had the idea that what I would do is I would set my alarm clock an hour earlier. And what I would do is I would just let the alarm clock go off and then realize, hey, I've set this an hour earlier and I'm just going to just get about myself a little bit, take some time. I don't have to get out of bed real quick, and just give myself some time to wake up. Eventually I sat up in bed a little bit and just relaxed and just thought, okay, I'm going to take some deep breaths or just sit there. Actually, this morning I just was getting myself kind of in the mode of getting out of bed, if that makes any sense. Now, a lot of you may say, well, you just need to hit the floor running. Well, that ain't what I did this morning. And eventually, I'll be honest with you, it took me a long time to still get out of bed. But I wound up getting out of bed a little bit sooner than what I normally did. And I say an hour early, you think, well, that's a long time. What I wound up doing is just kind of set up in bed for a little bit. It just kind of got my body used to being up at that time. And see, tomorrow I'll probably I'll probably wake up a little bit earlier. But the goal is not just to, just go drastic all of a sudden, but I want to make sure that I'm making slow, consistent change that lasts, because that's really what it is. And if you just start doing the things you need to do in the day, and small, consistent change every day, I think will add up to be a lot bigger than just one little thing. But I hope you got something from this today. I would encourage you to try this. If this might help you, you may want to try this, waking up early. Try to find something that you want to do and build positive habits, and hopefully stackable, where you can stack them on each other and get better results. Guys, I hope you are getting a lot of value from these podcasts. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.